Hello everybody, welcome to Crafts. My name is Becky. We're going to start with collecting our supplies. What you're seeing on the screen right now is what you'll need for this project. It's very simple. We tried to keep it to what you already have at home, so hopefully you have some leftover school supplies laying around. We need glue, crayons or colored pencils, paper, and the beads are optional. Also, if you have construction paper, that would be okay too instead of the plain paper. Again, we're just trying to keep with supplies that you already have at home since we've kind of been on lockdown. I don't have a cameraman, so we're just basically doing a close-up of the craft. This craft is based on Psalm 134, verse 2. Lift up your hands in the sanctuary and bless the Lord. Hopefully you've had a chance to get all your supplies together. What we're going to start with is making a tracing of our hand. We used a dark marker just so it would show up on the video, but you can go ahead and use your crayon or your pencils. Once you have your handprint traced, you have your handprint there, we're gonna color it. I'm using green because it's gonna be a cactus. I made mine a little bit dark just so you could see it. Okay, once you have that done, all we're gonna do is make some spikes, make it look like a cactus. Doesn't have to be perfect. Take a few minutes and just a few spikes here and there. Once I have that done, we're going to go ahead and draw a planter for the cactus. Now this doesn't have to be perfect because we're actually going to end up covering this. Mine's a little bit lopsided. Again, this is going to be covered, so it doesn't have to be cut perfect. After we do that, we're going to take one piece of paper, and I'm just coloring it. Because I didn't use construction paper, I'm just going to go ahead and color part of it red, using some green. Actually, I don't need green. Using some orange. It doesn't really matter what colors you do. I'm using orange, pink, and yellow. You don't really need a lot. Basically already had some of it colored. What we're going to do with this, we're just going to tear it. Okay, I went ahead and used orange. We're going to go ahead and just tear it into some little strips. First, we're going to go ahead and put some glue right here. I like the glue stick because for me it's a little bit less messy. And we're going to use our tear art to go ahead and just cover it. And again, it doesn't have to be perfect. If you have some spots that turned white, go ahead and just fill them in with either your crayon or your pencils. And you can put as much of this on it as you want. Doesn't matter if it overlaps or how much you really use. That actually gives it a little bit of dimension. Next, we're going to go ahead and use some yellow. Just go ahead and tear your yellow. This is just going to make a couple little flowers anywhere you want to put them on your cactus. I'm going to use these 3 places. Actually, I want to do 4. If you're using the kind of glue that dries, just remember where you put your glue. I've already torn some of my paper. That just made it a little bit easier for me. So these are just going to be the centers of the flowers that we're putting on the cactus. After that, we want to put the flower petals on it. I'm just making a circle with the glue, hopefully around the center. And with these are just the pink paper. Again, you just kind of tear it whatever shape you want to do it. It doesn't really have to be perfect. I just kind of bent mine a little bit because I think I don't want them to be flat. If you bend it a little bit, it'll have a little bit of dimension to it. So you're just going to do this with all 4 of your flowers. Okay, this one will end up with 5 petals. Again, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're just kind of doing it for fun. Something fun if you're not sure what to do with your handprint cactus. I would think maybe your grandparents would love to have it. Make a couple of them, one for each grandparent. Put one on the refrigerator. Loads of ideas. Alright, at this point, you really could call your cactus finished. But I think I want to go ahead and add a few things to mine, just to make it a little bit more interesting. This time I'm going to use Elmer's Glue All, school glue, actually. Just go ahead and put some glue over here just to be... This will just give it a little bit of dimension, make it a little bit more interesting. This is just a leaf from the yard, it's optional. You can use glitter or anything else. I'm just going to crumble it over the glue. Yes, this part makes a little bit of a mess. That's okay, we'll just vacuum it later. Alright, a little bit of glue there. If you want to use glitter, I think I'm going to use my glue stick again, just to add some glitter. I like purple, so I'm going to add purple glitter to mine. Maybe after it dries a little bit. Go ahead and put enough to make it show up. One more thing I wanted to do, again this is optional. I didn't show you the string. Not everybody's going to have twine right now, but again, just to kind of add a little bit different look to it, I'm just going to go ahead and put a little bit of glue here, and you can do this after you're finished. If you decide to find some twine and do this, you can just add it later. It doesn't have to be right now. Just give it a minute to stick. I might have put a little bit too much glue on it. Also, if you're using twine, you might also have to use some scissors. Again, I was trying to make it easy, so we decided not to make the scissors required for this one. That part doesn't want to stick very well. Okay, hopefully you're able to see it all. And I think that since the twine's a little bit messy, I think I'm just going to go ahead and add some glitter down here to the rest of my flower pot. Just to kind of outline it a little bit. This time I'm going to use pink. Also, if you want to add the beads or anything heavy, you're probably going to want to use a different type of paper, maybe construction paper, or glue a couple pieces together. I'm going to let that sit for a minute while I show you what we were going to do with the beads. My idea for the beads was just to go ahead and make a center for